Well, going through a divorce is not easy. Some struggle with forgiveness, self-worth, and single parenting, but an area church is helping people get through the difficult situation. Dr. James Stillwell is the adult life pastor at Immanuel Baptist Church. He's here with more on a divorce recovery workshop. Welcome. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Lee. It's my pleasure.
How did this come about?
Well, how it came about in our church is about 15 years ago. We noticed a lot of people coming into the church who were going through this process of divorce. And I did a year of research to find the best program. And about 14 years ago, we implemented it. And so 2,000 people later, we've helped a lot of people in Central Kentucky.
I know a lot of the stuff that you've done is based upon this author right here in this book.
Jim Smoke. And how the workshop came about for him was back in the early 70s. He had the same experience, and he went to the Orange County Library in California and found 3 books on divorce. And so he set about to develop this workshop, and 600,000 copies later. So everybody who goes through our workshop gets a copy of this book, a copy of a DVD from him, and a 7-week program.
Is there a commonality that you see with divorcees, or everything different?
Well, is there a commonality? Probably the common word that would describe the experience of everyone is rejection. Yeah. Whether you are the person who was left or the person who felt like you had to leave. At some point in the relationship, you feel rejected.
Now, talk about the workshop. You talk about you give them copies of the book and everything else, but there's, I guess, support from not only ministry, but from other people.
Absolutely. The format of the workshop is an hour of education, which is me teaching the first hour, and we do bring in guest teachers a couple of weeks. And the second hour, they're in small groups, and they're in the same small group for the whole 7-week workshop. The small groups are led by one man and one woman who have been through the workshop before. So everyone who is a small group leader has been there and could look across the room and say, I know a little bit of what you feel.
And it's got to be devastating because, as you said, rejection is probably the #1 emotion that they feel. But then there's other levels that they go through too. There's deniability, I would assume.
Well, we try not to put people in the Elizabeth Kubler-Ross stages of grief because that would feel too passive. Like, I'm going to go through this stage and then check it off the list and then go through the next stage. But life's messier than that. Yeah. And we want to be more empowering than that, your growth and your healing depends on decisions that you make, not some abstract process that you have to go through.
Very good. Now, the Divorce Recovery Workshop runs from February 25th through April 7th on Monday nights from 7 to 9 at Immanuel Baptist Church on Tates Creek Road. For info, call 685-3238, or you can log on to ibc-lex.org. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Guys, we'll be right back in just a moment.